Diocrass.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be talking about
My
when we
ex-
first shut up when we first met. And if you hear any laughing, it's because baby's in the background. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about when we first met or how we met. So tell them what happened, boy.
Why you do that?
Because you need to tell them how we
Okay,
went.
we're gonna tell them how we first. We're gonna tell y'all how we first met, guys. So tell them what happened, girl.
No, because this is what he wanted to talk to me. I didn't look for him. He looked for me from the beginning, babe.
How was it? Yeah, I did. Okay. So what? Tell them. You just like jump in the story.
No, we're gonna. No, that's not what happened. What happened was, I think I was like 16, no?
Yeah.
In the 9th grade. And if you know, back in the day, Mocha Space was popping. Okay, and that's how we met. He hit me up on Mocha Space, talking about he wanted some cheeks, but I was like, no, sir.
I don't know what
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Even though I did, but
How did you know? No, yeah, so he hit me up and then what?
my engine was fucked up, cause yeah. So I don't know. We talked for like what, like
No,
a few
he
days?
hit me up.
I
What
think
was
we talked for a
going?
few days, and then that was it.
Yeah, but he had hit me up. Tell him the truth.
What?
He hit me up and he was supposedly solo, but he wasn't. He had a girlfriend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was going through some shit with his girl, so he was like, "Let me go look for Laura."
I don't even know who the fuck I was with, but okay.
We're not gonna
I
say the
believe
names,
it. I believe it.
cause why?
What?
Cause you're a player. You're a puto. You're gonna find out later how many bitches he had before me.
All right, now go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, so yeah, he had hit me up, and then we were just talking like for a few days, and then I blew him off. I didn't blow him off because I was being a bitch. I just blew him off because I wasn't really looking for anybody at that time. I was young and still in school, and I had a lot of things to do. And well,
And I was working at Jack in the Box, and she wanted tacos.
okay, yeah, one time I went out. That's a story time, but there is one time that I went out with my friend, and then I was drinking. No, I was fucked
You were
up.
drunk, yeah.
Yeah, and I was hungry. And I knew this food was that Jack in the Box. So I was like, bring some tacos. And he's like, I can't leave. And I wasn't driving. I didn't drive at that time. But yeah, that's another story time, guys.
Okay. So then, what was that noise? Did you hear that? Was that me? I heard it already twice.
It was my foot, boo.
Okay, go.
Stop tripping out. I know you just had to smoke. Calm down. All paranoid.
All right, go.
Okay, then tell him why, babe. Tell him what you did. You slid in my DMs again.
No, I
2
didn't.
years
You hit me
later.
up, fool.
No, I didn't hit you up.
Yeah,
we were
but
talking.
you dissed me again.
No.
I hit you up, you dissed me.
No, yeah, I dissed you that one time. Then you found me again.
And you dissed me again. Then
No.
you hit me up when you.
I didn't diss him. I was talking to him like just as a friend. I wasn't trying to look for nothing. And at that time, he was single, supposedly, guys. Supposedly, he was single. So then, anyways, what led to us chilling that one night, which is on what day? Boy, when did you? What does it say?
10, 11, 22.
Okay, anyway, so that's the date.
22. 12, I mean.
What? 12?
Oh. 10, 22, 12.
I should.
I meant 10, 22, 12.
No, but
Shut
he
your
remembers
ass.
shit and he has a tattoo on him. That's some bullshit, guys. Anyway, so then that one day I decided to hit him up. I had went with my friend. I went out with my friend, and then I got home kind of late, and I noticed that my mom wasn't home. She had went on a little trip to see my sister,
She was bored.
and then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna hit this fool up
She was bored.
just to talk on the cool, be
and
friends.
I wanted to have a baby.
Boy, I was not trying to have a baby.
Oh, that's what happened.
Shut up, fool. Okay, so then I had hit him up, and then I was like, do you want to chill? And he's like, yeah, just chill.
We're gonna post pictures of us when we first met.
Yeah, and don't judge me because I gained some weight. Because he loves every inch of me.
Okay, now then.
Okay, tell him.
What were we at again?
I told you that I had hit you up, and then what was your response when I hit you up, boy?
What? Let's chill.
You're like, yeah, I'll go pick you up.
Oh yeah.
And then?
I picked you up.
And then what happened? Were you nervous when you first picked me up?
Yeah, but I was more nervous because of the fact that
I had
you're in
stood
the
you
hood.
up.
No, you're in the hood, so and I know where the hood is.
Boy,
So
I'm not from the hood.
no, but yeah, you fucked it up. What the fuck?
No, you were not worried about the hood.
No, it's just more that I'm nervous about like just watching my back more. It's not about meeting you. It's like
Well, he
nervous,
would-
like, oh, is this girl gonna set me up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said he was nervous
Right.
because he wasn't the type to like come to a girl or something like that. I don't know. He had told me that before, but
Well, yeah, but
I had told him let's chill, but he did look for me for a long time. He didn't look for me, but he just found me again. I don't know how stalker status, but he ended up finding me, and then we were talking, and then I was like, okay, let's just chill, dude. So he came to pick me up, and then we went where? On a date?
no.
Where did we go?
To my grandma's, I think, or where?
We didn't go to your grandma, fool. We went
It
straight to
wasn't-
your house.
Well, I was at my grandma's when you called me.
Hmm
Oh, okay.
And then you're like, let's go to your house.
And who did I borrow money from?
Your grams.
My grandma. Shout out my grandma.
He had to borrow money from his grandma's.
She like my second mama.
And she was doing a yard sale, guys.
Yeah, this was a long time ago though. Just
Yeah,
mind
that-
y'all.
Yeah, this was, how many years ago, baby? How many years were we together?
I want to say 11 already.
Yes, ma'am.
11 years.
Yes, Mike the
going-
Dyke. 11 years together.
It's going on 11, right? Or it's 11, right?
Yeah, it'll be 11 in October.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we've been together for 11 years. FYI.
That's crazy, right?
Yes.
What makes me feel old.
And there's never a dull moment with him. He's always doing some stupid shit. Okay,
Sorry.
and then so we went to your house, and then what happened?
I got
That's not what happened, guys.
What happened there?
Your fucking dog was sniffing my cooch.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
No, I'm just kidding.
What fucking dog was that? Was that the white one?
I don't know from yeah, it was a white dog, but she was sniffing
the
my
blue
cooch,
eye?
guys. She's like, let me make sure this is good for my owner. And let me tell you, it was because why? What happened?
What happened? You don't know.
No, guys, I fell asleep.
What? What are you talking about? You
No,
lost
just
me.
kidding. No, okay, so then we were just chilling, and then at that time, supposedly, he didn't have a girlfriend. Well, it's kind of confusing because he told me he didn't have a girlfriend, and then I ended up Cause he's my first, guys. He's my first. I lost my virginity to him.
Let's hear y'all comment and see what y'all feel. I believe her, but let's just see what y'all think. You don't mind, right? You don't mind their comments?
I don't give a fuck what they think.
Let's see what y'all think. She said she was a virgin.
I told him I was a virgin.
I got it on the first date.
Yeah, he did, but it's because he wanted to mess around, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm like new to this shit. I didn't know how to kiss. I didn't know how to do nothing, guys. Not role play, no nothing. So then he knew what he was doing because he's an expert.
No.
Look at him, pinche puto, huh?
Hurry up.
Okay, so he knew what he was doing, and he was like sweet talking me and blah blah blah. So then we did end up, you know what? And so he did take my virginity. And what?
Okay.
Am I fucking saying something wrong? And then okay, so then we ended up doing what we did, and then he took me home. And then me, because I'm a virgin, I never done this shit before. I assumed that we were together because he took my virginity, but he didn't take it that way. He said he didn't feel I was a virgin. You didn't believe me. So you didn't consider me as a girlfriend.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
When?
After that first
you
day,
asked me, you called me and asked me.
You thought I was just a mess around like every other girl.
That's what I told you. That's what I thought you were just trying to do.
And then what happened?
Yeah, because I didn't believe you that you were a virgin. Yeah. What happened after that?
Well, you're saying that I had.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You called me. What do you mean?
You said I called you and asked you if we were together.
Oh yeah, you did. That was the time when I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I thought it was just a night band thinking man.
Because why?
Because that's what I was used to.
Yeah.
Okay. So then?
Okay, so then, like, what? The next day I asked her we're together or whatever.
Well, it was that time when we had that conversation on the phone.
Yeah, and pretty much he was like, well, yeah, I just thought it was like a hit it and quit it thing. But I was like, no, sir, you ain't doing that to me. I was raised right, boy. Just kidding.
Sorry, I shook my teeth.
Stop, dude.
I thought they were red. Drinking big red. Okay. I just brushed my teeth, just so y'all know. So.
They don't care if you brush your teeth. They want to know
why
you were trying to get with me when you had somebody. That's what they want to know.
Who did I have?
Okay, so then let me tell you guys. So then after that, we would chill. Well, obviously, because we're together, right? And then we would chill or whatever. Oh my God, put your hair to the front. And then one time we were chilling, and what happened? Your phone started going off.
Okay.
And it was some hood rat.
What hood rat?
We ain't gonna say her name.
Let's just say what it started with.
No, that gives enough. And what if the bitch sees our videos and she's like, I was with him. Oh my God.
Okay.
No.
We got one fam.
Don't forget to subscribe, bitch. Look at him now.
Okay, go.
I'm just kidding, guys. I could talk shit. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, so some girl ended up calling him. Anyways, we're going off a track. So if y'all want to know that story time, I'm gonna y'all go ahead and comment down below, and I'll let you know that's a story time. But anyways, that's how we met. Yeah. And then after that, oh yeah, so at that time I was going to school. I was in community college.
Palo Alto?
Let's not say that. Let's not say that because that's too close to the hood.
Okay. Scratch.
Everybody from Palo Alto is gonna be like, hey, I remember her. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so at that time I was going to school for what was it for?
Logistics?
No logistics.
Oh, criminal justice.
Yeah, criminal justice, because I wanted to be a correction officer. And when I came to bring that to his attention, what was your response?
Hell no.
Why not?
Because them niggas gonna finesse you?
He thinks guys can finesse me.
No.
At that time.
And there, they can't.
No, they can't.
You don't think so, but...
He just mentioned I'm from the hood. I know how these people work. He just didn't want somebody from the jail to snatch me. No, I'm just kidding. That's what you were worried about? And tell him the truth.
It just wasn't happening. That's it.
Okay, anyway, so I was going to school for that. I ended up
at least time, not a correctional officer or a police, but maybe like a...
At that time, I was working, but I wasn't making enough money to help. What can I say?
Anyways, I was selfish, so that was a selfish move.
Why do you feel that was selfish?
Because you could be something greater than what you are right now, and the way you work now is hard work compared to. I mean, not saying that being a cop is not hard, but
I could have been in
it's
AC.
a better career. It's a more legit career that's gonna be stable and you know what I'm saying? Like something that's worthy of going to getting up for, I guess, in a sense.
Mm-hmm. So you feel that was a selfish move of you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, but it wasn't all. But it wasn't his fault. It was at the end of the day, I can make my own decisions. So at that time, I did have to. I was working, working, making money, but it wasn't enough to cover books that I needed. So I was basically just going to school, bullshitting, and then I would have him come pick me up from school. He'll drop me back off, and then I'll go back home. Because when I first got with him, it was all like it was kind of like sneaky. Even though I was 19
I don't know
years
why.
old, I was sneaky. But if you're raised by parents like mine that are like Mexican, like my mom's Mexican, my dad's Mexican, my mom's, like, tienes que limpiar, lavar, ser tu quehaceres, and my dad always like bust his ass. To this day, he busts his ass. So he always worked his ass off for we can have better. So at that time, I was going to school, but I wasn't making enough money to get the books. Anyway, so my point was I was bullshitting. And then, but I was kind of, like, I couldn't go to my mom and my dad and be like, oh, well, I have a boyfriend or I'm talking to somebody. They always said, conoce a las personas, like, don't just fall in love with one person and things like that. They did, like, encourage us to, like, conocer people, like, don't be like a pendeja and just lock yourself up with one person. But in my case, it did happen, but it happened because, I mean, I was a virgin. I lost my virginity to him, so I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'm not a virgin no more. Let me go on here. Like, I was very, como, like, I did a lot in the house, so I knew how to cook and to clean and to wash and to do everything. So I was, like, already kind of mature. So to me, the mature thing was to, if I lost my virginity to him, then be with him and, just do my part as a woman. I did work and everything, so I was independent when he met me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. But when I first met her, that she was taking care of me, to be honest.
Yeah, because I worked, and then there's...
Not that I didn't know how to work. I was just being lazy at the time.
Yeah, because, everybody goes through them bummy moments. Or I told him that I feel it's because he really didn't have nobody to push him. To be like, hey, tienes que trabajar, you know what I mean? See, and me, my mom was like, hey, tienes que limpiar y lavar and everything like that. Haz tu own dinero.
No,
you
that's
know?
a whole other story for y'all guys on a whole lot of other stuff. It's not that I didn't want to work or I wasn't. It was a whole other story, like I'm trying to say. But yeah, we'll talk about that later on another story if y'all want to hear it. But I did start working when I was 14 years old, doing construction, and that's still what I do to this day, construction remodeling. I started in stucco. A laborer, just taking concrete to the, ¿cómo se llama?
Those bricklayers,
No,
the bricks.
what do you call them?
To the scaffold.
To the maestros.
Oh.
So I was always just keeping them loaded with mezcla. But yeah, and I started working when I was 14, somewhere when I was 14, 15, and then I dropped out of high school when I was 16. I was working then. By that time, we weren't even together yet, and we didn't know each other, but I was still working at the time. But when I met her, I was just at a lazy stage in my life and wasn't really working. So, I mean, I always knew how to work, and I knew what it was to work, but I was just lazy. That was it at that time.
Yeah, so that is his story.
But there is more to it, but yeah.
Yeah, so when he met me, yes, I was independent and all that, and I helped him out a little bit.
No, you helped me out a lot. More than anyone has ever helped me, I feel. As a person, as a lot of things. I mean, financially, mentally, like you helped me a lot.
Physically, I worked him out.
Yeah, even physically, to this day, you help me because we work together.
Yes.
She's my right hand woman.
Yeah, we do work together.
She worked harder than any guy I've ever known. That's work for me. Sorry to say it. Sorry to hurt your feelings.
They're all like, "Hey, motherfucker."
This is all you need to work. You don't need muscle.
Common sense, guys.
You don't need muscle. You don't need none of that. It's just 2 + 2 = 4. Like, come on. I always say that.
But the little advantage I have was that growing up, I helped my dad a lot, and my dad's always been like done como concrete,
Stucco, masonry,
everything. Like he does
tile
a lot on his own, and so when he would do things around the house, I would help him. So I had a little advantage knowing some stuff. Pero pues se rayó este vato.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's basically how we met, guys.
Yeah, but I've been doing this, like I said, since I was 14. So experience in construction since I was 14. And how long you been working with me, babe?
Going on 6 years.
Yeah, so I mean, I have over 15 years experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she's worked with her dad as well, so she has a lot of experience under her belt.
Yeah, I would help my dad out a lot. But anyways, yeah, so that is how we met, but it was kind of hard for me to come out and tell my parents that that I had a boyfriend and things like that, because the only reason why I felt it was kind of hard is because when I first met him, I mean, he was just a friend just to go chill or whatever, but I also did see like...
I was?
Yeah, like I went in the intentions...
You never chilled with me.
No, I was going in the intentions of just chilling as a friend. But like I didn't know how I was gonna tell my mom and my dad, like, oh, I'm talking to this boy, and ese tiempo, and that time he didn't work or nothing, you know. I was the one working and helping him out. So I caught that the first day, to be honest, because
what?
Okay, you weren't working and you didn't have no money, because I had told him if he wanted to chill, and he's like, yeah, let me ask my grandma for some money for gas at her yard sale.
The thing with me though too is, ever since I can remember, all working, I just always felt like I was worth more.
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt that since day one when I started working. I mean, that was since I was 14 years old, and there was a point in time where I wasn't settling for shit, and I was just quitting every job that I had. I didn't want to put up with nothing. So I mean, and I'm still like that to this day. I don't try to settle for less or like, I mean, that's a big problem that I have in the work that I do. But I mean, but that's everywhere.
It's because a
But
lot of people don't understand that quality costs. And so if somebody wants to go and pay somebody cheap money for a faster process, I guess, in work, then you get what you pay for. And
yeah.
this Mike the Dyke is very he's very, what do I say, like,
Meticulous.
yeah, very. And that's the
I take my
problem. I
time.
tell him, you're not gonna, you have like zero luck finding somebody who's gonna meet your expectations, because his expectations are very high. And because I work with him and I know his models and everything, I know how he likes things. So that's why we work so good together. And it's hard for us to find somebody to take over my spot, I guess.
The only other worker I can honestly say I forgot. That's he's it's different because he's more of a installer, so, and he has way more experience. But it's her dad. Her dad has helped me out on a lot of work as well as I've helped him. But he's a real good installer. Her dad.
Yeah, him and my dad have worked together.
And a worker, real good worker, helper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but other than that, nobody else is on her level.
My dad is the,
As a woman, to a
like,
man.
the hardest working man I know. Like the hardest. To this day, he like works his ass off. He doesn't stop, guys. And he's getting older, and sometimes like me da cuidado con él, but he's just like, I'm not gonna sit there because then I'm gonna fail everything.
Yep.
And so he keeps going, guys. He doesn't give up. But
And I want to do that.
my dad is 50.
8.
He turns 58 this year. He's 57. My mom and my dad are 57. Pero, pues, I'm sure he started, because my dad started working when he was 8 years old. Y'all know how that goes. Mexicans start desde chiquitos, even with the desmadres. No, just kidding. They be doing some crazy shit. No, but yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much why it was hard for me to come to my mom and my dad. Oh, tengo novio. I have a boyfriend. And be like, ¿de dónde es? ¿Trabaja? ¿Qué hace?
Yep.
And I was like, oh, nada. No, just kidding. Pero pues yeah. And there is going to be a part 2 on...
Of what?
We're going to continue this video with a part 2. And we're going to be talking about how I found out I was pregnant. Because, guys, this happened quick.
Yeah, I did. First day.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't really chill that fast after that, did we? After the first day, we did? Whoa, it was a few days, though. It was a few days, though. And then that's when you found out. Oh. Okay,
You better hold on to
My
the
bad.
video. Alright, guys, so yeah, we're gonna do film a part 2, and then it's gonna be telling you guys how I found out I was pregnant. Surprise, surprise. Stay tuned for part 2, guys.
Delete that.
Bye.